Christian's punt, very high. Anderson, fair catch at the 17-yard line. 4 minutes, 34 seconds remaining in the first quarter. No score. Houston Yates and Odessa Permian playing for the state 5A championship.
The Odessa offense that comes on the field is a wing tee. Hey, nobody runs the wing tee anymore. Nobody drives an Edsel anymore. but John Wilkins makes it work. It's a very plain offense, but it runs on execution, not on splash and dash. One thing, they don't feel they can run this team from Yates consistently, so they will try to do some strange things. Play action, things like that on first down.
Okay, let's pause for a moment here at Texas Stadium in Irving. No score. Odessa Permian and Houston Yates. We'll be right back after these. Much yardage picked up, so they're facing a third down and 4 at the 24-yard line there into the field.
Important that Permian start establishing the fact they can move the ball a little bit on the Yates defense. By the way, Yates offense gets a lot of notice. Yates defense committed only 77 points in 15 games. Quarterback Jason Harrington, third down, 4 yards to go. Takes the snap, and they will try to go back inside. Nice move by number 36, Marcus Lott, the leading rusher for the Panthers, out of the fullback position. Good cutback, and he has enough for the 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Good block by Scott Russell, the tight guard. Now watch these little linemen zip around and get in Yates' way. Great blocking. Look at the execution on the blockers. 1, 2, 3. You've seen 4 terrific blocks already. Lott not hit until he'd made 7 yards. 1st and 10, Panthers. 2:57 to go, first period. See what we mean about quick quarters in high school football? Panthers' second possession and time already running out in the first period. They'll run it up the right side this time. Mark Sider, and he's got some room up to the 40-yard line, just shy of the 40, and now Permian's offensive line opening up some holes for the backs. Again, when you watch this team, you say to yourself, my Lord, how can't they figure out how to stop these little people? But nobody has this year. They don't get outside much. They have no power players. They have no speed players. They have one terribly gifted wide receiver, but they have not lost in 31 straight games. Second down, short yardage. Wonder if they might gamble here and look for Anderson. He's the big play threat. Or will they just try to be conservative and get the first down? Well, they don't get either one. They stay conservative and do not pick up the first down. So the short carry here nets nothing. Let's go down to the sidelines quickly now to Tony Theriault.
Okay, Norm, over here, down here on the Houston Yates sideline, the coaches, the offensive coaches are really upset right now, balling out their players on the sideline here. They're going to make some adjustments, trying to encourage them. Think they can probably do better. They think they've got something here, but they haven't been able to execute. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Tony. Tony knows what that's all about. He did some coaching at the high school level. He's been there. Also played football, too. And now we've got a flag. And that's an understatement. I think every official on the field threw a yellow hanky. Offside against Yates. No, they're going to, yes, they're going to call. No, that's not illegal procedure, Yates. That's offside. The guy jumped off and touched him. Anyway, it was Maurice Hobson, the left tackle, number 79, I believe. Let's see if we can pick it up here. He comes straight across, jumps and hits the center. Now, you know what did that? Odessa Permian went to a long count. They've been going quick count, quick count, quick count, quick count. You go to a 3rd and 1 where you know the defense is anxious and you say, hut, 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 hut. You go to about a 9 count and the defense says, I can't stand it any longer, and jumps. Permian with good field position at the 45-yard line. Harrington, play action fake. He's going to look for Anderson, and he is tackled at the 43-yard line. Anderson was going deep downfield, but again, Norm, great pressure applied by the Yates defense, led by Kenneth Payne, the weak side linebacker. He wanted Anderson down the left side. Give some credit to Reginald Braggs, senior right cornerback, and the safeties Eaglin and Moore. By the way, Eaglin, number 1, has tremendous range, a major college prospect. They had Anderson doubled up, and Harrington had no place to go with the ball. Lauterbach splits at the top in the slot. Now he's in motion. Play action fake, and they're rolling right, and a lot of heat is on. Bryant makes a catch, 40, 45, that's all he can get. Pickup of about 2 yards as they fake to the top side of the field, and then came back down with a quick toss to Bryant. Only gets a couple of yards out of it. Chris Gardner, linebacker, made the tackle.
Harrington, that was a screen. Now on a screen, you're supposed to let the defenders come in. Not that fast.
not enough time to let that develop, really. Got an injured player for Odessa Permian, and it's number 77, Greg DeMarco, the tight tackle, 194-pound senior.
And that's their big offensive lineman.
That's right. He is he's the biggest one across the front for Permian. The center, Roy Wooten, at 171. The guards weigh 185 and 183. The strong tackle, Indriat, weighs 173.
The University of Texas at Austin grants rights on behalf of the UIL for today's telecast and any rebroadcast, retelecast, or retransmission. Other use of the accounts and descriptions of today's game without the prior consent of the University of Texas at Austin and the University Interscholastic League is prohibited.
I believe it's number 71, Randy Rhodes, who will replace DeMarco. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter of play here at Texas Stadium in Irving. And most of the cheers right now are coming from the Permian fans. Something of a moral victory at this point, Norm. Yates has not scored. It's Permian's kind of football game, and we'll be back with a second quarter of action right after this pause.
Yates can pin back their ears and fly at Jason Harrington.
Sider and Bryant, the setbacks. That's Lauterbach coming in motion. Harrington back, the rush is on. He's sacked at the 36-yard line. That's the third time in the football game they've gotten to him. James Good, who blew through there to make the sack on the quarterback. Now let's go down to Jay Hendricks for an injury report. Jay?
Let me update you. In talking with Trapper Tim O'Connell, he's a trainer at Permian, he says it's a sprained knee. They are going to try and fix him up and get him back in the ball game. Right now, we don't know how soon or what the extent of the injury is. They do have ice on his knee, and as soon as we can know whether he's going to be back in, we'll check. But they are going to try to get him back in, Greg DeMarco.
Steve Hill will punt. Gary Williams and Johnny Bailey are back deep. Not much of a rush. This is a good punt by Hill. Great hang time. Bailey fumbles the football and now goes out of bounds. He picked it up on the bounce and goes out of play around the 28-yard line. There's a nervous moment.
You think Yates is nervous. You should be trying to defend him. Bailey just scares the bejeebers out of people. Now realize Bailey missed the middle portion of the season with an ankle injury. Bailey has already rushed for 1,064 yards and returned kicks for over 500. As you can see by the statistics, little difference in these two teams in the first quarter.
Very little offense so far. Just underway, second quarter, no score in the football game. Johnny Bailey, he's a game breaker, 40, 50. They've got the angle on him, and Servants finally runs him out of bounds near the 39-yard line of the Panthers. And Bailey finally cracks one. Robert Williams, the right corner, came across the field, got the angle along with Servants.
What Yates does here is they go against their flow. See, Bailey comes back against what looked like a leftward flow. What happens is Permian is so quick, they attack direction as much as they do attack the ball. So here comes Bailey. Look at the size and speed combination of Bailey, who almost jukes out of those last tacklers.
First down, Yates at the 39, option play. Price pitching back to Lawrence King. King is in big trouble, and he is down at the 30, at the 42-yard line. That'll be a loss of about 3. Cornerback Billy Jones, the first man there, number 12, to make the tackle for the Panthers. Billy Jones, another one of those lightweights, 148 pounds, but he will hit you.
With as much as he's got, yeah.